on track by resolving back taxes and unfiled returns once and for all. And whether you owe $10,000 or $10 million, their tax team has resolved over $1 billion in tax debt. They can do the same for you, but you have to call now. Their team is offering a free consultation call with the IRS. After that investigation, they put a clear plan in place to help you get your tax matter resolved and get back on track. And this is about using your legal rights to take control before the government sets the terms for you. Do not wait for another IRS letter or frozen bank account. Call the number right here, 866-686-1735. That's 866-686-1735. Or visit tnusa.com/cash. That link will also be in the description of this video.
Surface, it worked. The average cost to move into an apartment dropped from around $13,000 to about $7,500. So that's real money back in renters' pockets on day one.
Sure.
Now, here's a part that a lot of people did predict, right? But the broker fee did not disappear.
Oh, it didn't,
It got baked into the monthly rent. So landlords simply raised the rent to cover what they now paid their broker, just spread out over 12 months.
What a surprise!
So in Park Slope, the average rent went from $5,200 a month to $6,000 a month in under a year.
Under a year!
Right? So the cost didn't vanish, it just got spread out, it got subsidized.
Wow!
And the landlord keeps that higher rent every month that you stay.
Right. That's why no landlords complained about this, because they knew that over time in New York's housing crisis, the fact that rents were higher and the fact that people, after they pay to move into an apartment, end up not wanting to move again because it's so expensive, that folks are going to remain in the market rate apartments that they rent at the higher rent while decreasing the supply of apartments even further so that rents can go up even further. Landlords are not here to run some sort of free enterprise and give these things away. And if you're going to freeze their rents and some of their apartments, they got to jack up the cost on the market rate apartments, which is why we got $6,000 rents. And then if you're going to tell them they got to pay all the broker's fees for these apartments, that's going to push the rents up higher because they got to get the money from somewhere. But again, they can't get it from the rent stabilized apartments. So that number, that 57,000 empty apartment number, that's depressing for a couple of reasons. The first reason is the landlords can't afford to renovate the apartments. And the second reason is, even if they can't afford to renovate the apartments, now they gotta pay somebody to go find them a renter on top of that. We're creating so many reasons for there not to be housing in the city. That's the real problem. But remember that police parking lot that they wanna turn into affordable apartments? How affordable are these things really gonna be?
Just steps from the shore, boardwalk, and Coney Island's iconic attractions, BFC Partners Phase 3 project is boosting affordable homes and a local business.
I think affordable housing is a fit for New Yorkers wanting to live and experience both a summer aspect of living really close to the beach and an amusement park, but also having amenities available to them now year-round.
Phases 1 and 2 delivered more than 800 affordable apartments now fully leased. Phase 3 will add 420 more, completing a 100% affordable development built by local workers.
Each individual phase is between 4 and 450 construction jobs as the projects are being built. We do hire from the community from construction jobs and then long-term full-time employment in the operational systems of our project.
Residents will have amenities like a fitness center, playroom, and rooftop space, plus access to a pharmacy, grocery store, and future retail. Units will serve households with incomes starting around $25,000 to $35,000.
I think it's pretty good for the price. Also, with the carnival, the beach, it's pretty good. We have a good little amenities going on.
And when Phase 3 is complete, residents will have more than affordable housing. They'll have ocean views, cyclone games, and the boardwalk all steps away.
There'll be a 60-day application process where people will be able to submit their interest. If you don't try out, right, you never know if you know or not you're going to win. All it takes is $1 in a dream, they say, right?
Yeah, it's real funny, but because these places are affordable, the only way to get one is to become part of some sort of lottery system where the rent that you end up getting is going to be tied to your income level and will be affordable for you, but it's going to be essentially like winning a lottery ticket. I've been in some of these apartments that were just a few $100s a month, and we're in these luxury apartments, and they rented immediately, and there were thousands, tens of thousands of people fighting over them. And although it's great that somebody gets affordable rent, most people end up just wasting their time and getting depressed when the reality is you shouldn't have to win a lottery ticket to live somewhere and be able to pay your rent on time. No, you should be able to live wherever you want to live. And if your city is stopping the construction of housing for some reason, that's a bad policy. That's a policy that creates homeless encampments. That's a policy that leads to people having to leave the city like I had to. My rent was going up. And I was in a 3-bedroom apartment and I needed more space, but it just wasn't out there. The place that I needed didn't exist, or it did. It would just be, 5-figure rents.
And so this is the parking lot in question here on East 5th Street in the East Village. Now, across the street from that parking lot is actually the 9th Police Precinct. Officers there actually use that parking lot. Certainly they have something to say about this.
Yeah.
And so do people who live in this neighborhood.
Yeah, the police.
With apologies to Joni Mitchell, we are paving over a parking lot and putting up Paradise.
Paradise in the East Village apparently looks like this. 131 new units of what the city's calling deeply affordable housing, 30% of which will be designated for seniors. The $90 million public-private partnership
$90 million!
taking over this NYPD parking lot, part of the mayor's block-by-block housing plan to cut red tape and
all right, so. All right. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get everything all kind of set up nice and pretty, and I'm running into a lot of freaking issues today. Love it. Love running into issues. Tuh. Why? Why does this stuff have to be so hard? I don't get why this needs to be unnecessarily tough to deal with. So we're going to probably try this all over again and see how it goes. So we'll be right back after I make a few quick tweaks and everything. I have no idea what's going on. So we're going to try this again. All right, we'll be back in like a few minutes.